Welcome back, guys. Episode 81. Damn, this is getting emotional because Ahmed Rashid had watched the last video and reminded me it was episode 80, and he goes, I'm looking forward to 81. And I'm like, holy shit, we've had this going on for coming up to what, close to 2.5 years now?
That's amazing. I'm surprised Ahmed Rashid is watching.
Yeah.
Is he a weekly? Does he watch it weekly?
I'm not sure, but Ahmed Rashid, thanks for the comment on the last video. And,
Big shout out.
shout out to Ahmed Rashid. But yeah,
Nice.
G-Man, welcome back. Number 81, bro. G-Man in Singapore. How's it going?
Yeah, it's going alright, bro. It's going alright. Just getting along. Just getting along, man. Time goes quick. You know what I mean? My Saturday's done. Saturday evening, spent a whole day training. Went to the float tank, done some meditation, done some more training. Now I'm back home, bro. Just chilling, doing this with you.
Damn. Yeah, no, same man. Like Saturday afternoon here now. We just had lunch. We are officially moved in. We're just cleaning and getting rid of stuff, putting stuff together, finding stuff. I've been finding like some gems, bro. I'm doing loads of giveaways at the moment on my Instagram and Twitter page, so make sure you go checking that out. But I'm always finding new stuff. Like that's a signed poster by Kevin Smith
Oh, wicked.
from Hollywood Babylon. Shout outs to Kevin Smith. I know he's on tour at the moment, doing Jay and Silent Bob. I suppose his podcast inspired us to get on our podcast. I'm still waiting for your reaction, though, for the Joker.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for because I
Yeah.
was searching that this week. I was like, "Where's Kevin Smith's Joker reaction?"
Yeah, and then
And I haven't seen it yet, so I want to hear what he's got to say, man.
Yeah.
Even Mark Bernard.
Yeah,
I think
same.
Mark Bernard said he's going to do a couple shows while Kevin Smith is out, but haven't seen anything yet. I really want to... Shit, sorry.
No, that's alright.
Excuse me, bloody tired. I really want to see their reactions. But yeah. Moving out, you find so much shit. I remember moving from Hong Kong and to Singapore, and there was so much shit I accumulated. And I remember giving away a bunch of shit for free. And I'm sure it'll be the same when I move out from Singapore eventually.
Yeah, you remember this?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Wait, the Punisher clock. Did I buy 2 from New York? I bought that, right?
Yeah, you got one for us and you got one for you.
Oh, okay, because I got my one here. I didn't realize I bought 2.
Yeah, man, look at that funny show. So
Too
once
much.
I set up the office, that's going up there, man.
I use it moist. Yeah, use it, man. Because I remember the Transformers one from Hong Kong. I saw that on your Instagram giveaways. Because that didn't work, innit? It wasn't. It's never worked.
It didn't work, bro. And then I ended up using it when we did the loft, when we did the Geek Tower, and I just had it there stuck on the wall. But now it's like, all right, I need to be really strict with what I keep and what I don't keep now.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. But the Punisher one. I remember buying that from New York a couple of years ago, man.
That was from
saw that in a comic book shop one time. I was like, take my money. Anything Punisher related, I don't know what it is, man. I just like take my money, man.
Nah. Yeah, nah. I wouldn't be surprised, bro.
Yeah, did I tell you about the Punisher comic I'm reading right now? It's a big, it's basically Punisher versus the Marvel Universe. So it's a whatever, I can't say the word. It just gathers all the Punisher comics ever that he was interacting with other Marvel Universe characters.
Yeah.
And there was one story which was just like the Boys and Jimmy. What's his name? Jimmy Butcher.
Yeah.
From the Boys. Yeah. It was literally that, and so it was an amazing story. It got me. It was it's all unrealistic because it's comics, but just in the comic book realm, it was very unrealistic. However, his family. So he was a part of the police force, and we know the story of the Punisher. His family was at the park and were killed by mobsters, right? But in this version, there was an alien attack that came, and then the X-Men, Avengers all went there to save the day. However, his family was there, and they were collateral damage of the battle. And I'm like, so the whole Avengers team is there. Daredevil was really upset that his wife and kid that Punisher's wife and kid got killed. He didn't know who it was at the time.
Yeah. And
Cyclops was like, look, we're really sorry. It was collateral damage. Blah 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 blah. And Punisher just shot Cyclops in the head, and boy was mad. He shot Cyclops in the head, shot Jubilee, and then Wolverine slashed him and whatnot. Anyway, he went to prison. Some rich dude come and took him out, and then kind of gave him this, some rich dude basically, some corruption and whatnot. Got him out of prison and basically gave him this mission as the Punisher. Do you want to go around and kill all special ability people on this planet? So, bro, he just literally went around. Spider-Man got popped. X-Men, he nuked all of them.
What do you mean,
all the mutants. He somehow set up some fake battle or whatever arrangement between Magneto's Brotherhood and then the X-Men on Magneto's Geneva planet or whatever. Is it Geneva? I think it's called.
Geneva, I think.
Genosha.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he Punisher threw a nuke up there, blew them all up. He killed everyone, bro. It was fun. Like, listen, it was amazing to read, and I got a lot of entertainment for it. Obviously, in the real world of comic books and whatnot, he shouldn't be able to do that. But anyway, he just killed everyone, and then the final battle was with Daredevil, and the emotional thing was when he was in court, a lawyer was backing up Punisher, just saying that his family was killed and, just being on his side, but also, from a realistic perspective of, he's human, his family got killed, and that's what's kind of got to him. Just like the TV program, where Matt Murdock was trying to defend him a little bit. And then after, when Punisher was beating up Daredevil and nearly killed him, he took off his mask and realized it was the lawyer that's been helping him the whole time. So yeah, it was deep. Punisher killed after eventually he shot Daredevil in the head, and then he killed himself, and it was like, sit, like, it was mad. He killed anyone with special abilities, man. Spider-Man got killed. Like, Spider-Man was like, why are you doing this? It's because you're first. That's it. It's because you're here. I was like, Punisher's just mad.
Damn, I want to read that now. I haven't seen that.
It was interesting. It was interesting. Even the way he killed Bruce Banner was just a bit joke as well. I mean, it's all like I said, all in the comic book world unrealistic. But anyway, anything Punisher, I just get behind, man. I just love
it.
Actually,
that's a good story, though, bro. I like that one.
Yeah.
Very good story. Very good story.
What's been going on in this geeky world? Apart from Joker, all the news about Joker and breaking records and breaking Wednesday records and breaking Thursday records and all these different kind of records anyway. But, I mean, in general, I haven't heard no negative... I mean, actually, I have heard negative comments, but it just in general...
They're trying to ban the movie, isn't it?
Yeah, I heard some of that too. Some people getting excited, some people getting horny. Like, there's the new, sexual preferences of clowns, and there's psychos everywhere you go in the world, bro, man. People are gonna get affected in different ways. I'm just like, well, that's a small percentage of the population that's gonna be psychos about it, man. Everyone else just appreciates it for what it is.
Yeah, I mean, this is the problem, though. It's how far people take things, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's depending on people's mentality, the media, the way they push this as well. I think the media are a bunch of bastards anyway.
The media's been like a bunch of bastards from forever, man. But,
yeah, I know, but...
everyone has an agenda.
Yeah, everybody got to make money, man. So whatever shit you can talk in the newspapers and TV, then make your money, innit? I mean, nobody really sees the true source of what's going on. And even the news reporter reading this shit, he doesn't know what the fuck is going on either, so... he's just doing his job.
Nobody. Hey, listen, I mean, everyone's just kind of being like, what's next? I mean, I think we might have spoke about this on the therapy session, but I just think, like, if the Batman movie is as gritty, as grimy, as same environment as this Joker movie, and it's amazing, then do the clash, do them together. If not, leave it how it is. And if you do make a number 2, make sure you do it right, otherwise don't bother, don't ruin a classic. Or what would be good for number 2 is maybe just after. Now we became the Joker and everyone was kind of like, I want to see more of that. Maybe the second part is him being more of that. Still Bruce Wayne is a kid. It's just showing how he develops as a Joker. That could be something. But I mean, if they don't do nothing, I'll be happy in a way. A little bit like, oh man, I wish I could see more, but happy that it's...
No, of course, and I would be happy with them just leaving it where it is. They don't need to expand. You know what I mean? It's fine where it is. So
exactly.
Yeah, let them continue, man. Let them continue working their magic. Let that movie work its magic, because it's brought up some serious things. Mental health and all the rest. It's funny that he did bring that out. It's in this mental awareness month as well. So It kind of worked out really well, and it's just like these things happen, man. People need to know what people are suffering. You really, really don't know what people are suffering, and that's everyday life. You know what I mean? Everyday life,
Yeah.
we're suffering, all suffering something.
Yeah, I mean, it goes to show as well. Like, I mean that even within the movie, remember the scene when he was spoiler alert, guys, if you haven't seen it, but you know, should have gone and seen it by now. But the scene where he kills his friend or his co-worker in his apartment, and then the small person, the dwarf person, he kissed him on the head and said, "You're the only one that showed me love." Like, end of the day, man, like, he had compassion. He showed, like, if you show someone love, man, they won't forget it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you show them that love, you always show them that respect. They won't forget it, and that kind of shows that in some ways. So, you know, just gotta show people appreciation and love and whatnot out there, man.
No, that's the only way, bro, man. You need to, and sometimes we can be villains, you know, road rage, not kind. I try and be the best I can, I suppose.
Yeah, you know, I was listening to one of Joe Rogan's podcasts. You gotta check out, and it had a Marine on it. What was his name? Shit, man, I'm so crap with memory and whatnot. Anyway, what I loved, I mean, he's gone through a lot of shit. You know, he fought in Afghanistan and all that stuff against the Taliban and terrorists over there. But this was one of the first time I heard a Marine talk about this. He was saying that when he's saying that he lost brothers out there, you know, he wasn't just talking about his brothers in the U.S. military or Marines. He was talking about his Afghan brothers as well. He's like, listen, we fought alongside with Afghanis, man, and they became my brothers too. And, you know, he said exactly what I've said as well in the past. He's like, listen, there's only two type of people on this planet, and that's good and evil. That's it. There's nothing in between. So I think as humans, we need to start looking at people as individuals and need to stop all these groups that are forming. Like, yes, we're all in the groups, be it religious and race and women and men and sexual orientation, all that sort of stuff, right? But we cannot forget to look at each other. We need to get back to a phase where we're looking at each other as individuals rather than, oh, I'm in my group, and if you don't support my group, then that means you're against me, and then all this violence starts and all this sort of shit. Individuals, man, that's how we need to see each other.
No, you're right, definitely right. It's gonna take a long road to get to that, bro.
Yeah, and I don't know how I got into that, because I remember in the Joker he was saying, one of his quotes was, he was saying about the one thing about being mentally ill is that people expect you to be normal or something like that. You know, they don't expect, you know what I mean? Even though they know you're mentally ill, they're expecting you still to be normal.
Yeah.
But he wasn't, obviously. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you gotta kind of just see people as individuals, see whatever it is, and if they're mentally ill, don't expect them to be normal, but support them in their ways, and try and help out. But yeah, no, deep. I mean, it's all about Joker. Everything I've seen this week has just been about Joker, man. Yeah. Anything else been going on?
Well, I mean, there's been new photos that have come out for this Infinite Crisis, the CW show, and I ain't gonna lie, it's starting to get me a bit moist, because you're starting to see stuff come up. Like, yesterday, posted a picture of them using a newspaper clip of Michael Keaton's Batman involved.
Are you serious?
Yeah, but it's just a newspaper clipping saying that he married Selena Carr.
Oh my god!
But they're still gonna use it. I'm like, you know what? That's still moist, bro.
That is very moist. That is very, very, very moist. Hey, if they got Christian Bale's Batman involved, why the hell not? Why can't they do a news article for that?
Exactly. So, and then you've got.
They might do, bro. They might freaking do that. Heath Ledger Joker thing, bro. If they did these things, that would be fucking sick.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, they haven't got involved any of the Gotham stuff involved as of yet.
Okay. Well, I mean, they got the flexibility to do anything because of the network. Well, I mean, because of it's all DC, right? So they can, and it's all parallel universes and whatnot, so they can do what the hell they want.
Exactly that. They can do, and it's just exciting. It's exciting to see where they're gonna take it. I mean, I'm excited to see where they take it. So it's got me a bit moist. So I'm like, you know.
Is it going to be a whole series of it, or is it going to be a couple of episodes?
I think it's going to be about 4 to 6 episodes.
Okay, well I'll make sure to check that out, man. I haven't seen none of the other programs, but I'll check this out for sure.
No, me too. Definitely. I'll give it a go and check it out. Go from there.
Okay.
But other than that, let's see what else has been happening.
I watched the Breaking Bad movie. It's called El
Excommunicado.
based on a car. Yeah, about Jesse Pinkman.
Yes.
It's actually really good. I mean, when I say really good, I mean it's been a long time since I've seen Breaking Bad, so there's a lot I couldn't remember. So they do a little recap, I guess, but there's so much little details and the emotional connection between you and Jesse is kind of gone now because I haven't seen it in a long time, but it's good to see him back, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But this is basically about one. I won't spoil anything, but it's just one. If you remember at the end of Breaking Bad, he was taken. That last crew, they kind of took him in, and because I think he was a rat, he ratted out something, and they just kind of held him in captive. So it was about what he does next, right, and how he kind of just literally restarts his life, and also just flashbacks of what happened while he was captive and whatnot. So it was really good. Like I said, if I rewatched the whole of Breaking Bad and got that emotional connection back with Jesse, it would have been a lot more impactful. But regardless, it was just great to kind of finish that off. And it says a Breaking Bad movie, so maybe they could do more. Maybe they'll do more. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, and
It does.
I think that's why it is. It opens it
up.
up.
Say the Breaking Bad movie. It says whatever. What was it called? El something.
El Comunicano or something.
That's it. Yeah. I think that's the car. So it's like El Comunicano or something. A Breaking Bad movie. So they could do a lot more, man, depending on how they want to take it.
I think they did that on purpose, Netflix. Because if that gets a good amount of viewing, then it's its own TV series again.
Yeah.
This was a test.
For sure.
Yeah, this was a test. This was more of a test. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna check that out. Hopefully, I mean, at the moment, no TV, so I'll probably watch it on my phone or a tablet and see how it is. But no, I heard alright. I mean, I know some people. The problem is now, like, I've been watching a lot of reviews recently, and a lot of movies and a lot of TV programs are getting abused, and I think these critics are taking it way too far now because I think what Netflix are doing is great because they give us original content, yeah. Like, you know, you saw that movie See You Yesterday, Above the Rim and stuff like that. It's like we're getting original content here. So stuff we're not going to get to see all, you know, like you don't get to see it on the big screen because they're not for big screen anymore, budget-wise, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's not a Marvel movie, then nobody's going to go watch it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, exactly.
So,
exactly. And they've produced some good content, you know what I mean? And they've given a lot of people a lot of writers and whatnot opportunities, man. You know what I mean? To put their content out there for the peoples.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know, I think Netflix has done a great job, and obviously because of all the streaming services, I mean, they've had no competition for a very long time, and now they're gonna get some real giant competition. You know, now you got Amazon Prime, you got HBO, all that sort of things. But now they're gonna get some serious competition with Disney and Apple and all these other studios. So they gotta they're doing smart with just getting the original content out there because they need to be. They need to still be relevant. You know what I mean? It'll be a shame if 5 years from now Netflix just dies. You know what I mean? Like that'll be a shame because if everyone else takes their if everyone else takes over. But they've been smart. I think they've been smart for a very long time to just build their own content, which has been smart. But well, critics, man. I mean, I don't know. What are you gonna do, bro? Like we critique things, but I think we try to be as fair as anything.
Yeah, no, but I'm just like, still, I'm not a professional. I'm not a critique. I'm like, it's really our thoughts. We're not critics. No, we don't have we don't have that title. It's not my job title. It's this is stuff we've enjoyed and loved most of our life. That's why we talk about it. And
well, it's like you said earlier, like with the media, they don't know what the fuck they're doing, and they kind of dictate people on what to think and how to think. And critics have the exact same thing. You know, they say, hey, this movie's shit, don't go watch it. A lot of people would take that into account and be like, okay, this movie's shit, I'm not going to watch it. But I'm like, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just go and enjoy it and see if it's shit for yourself? There's so much out there that people say shit, and I'm like, you know what, I actually enjoyed that. Or vice versa, where there's so much amazing, you know, critics are like, oh, it's the best thing in the world, and I watch it, and I'm like, well, that's not for me. You know what I mean? So they just dictating the market.
No, of course. What else, man? What else come up this week? Gemini Man came out.
Did you watch Gemini Man?
Nah, I think me and Ash are looking to try and watch it next week sometime. I mean, again, hit and miss. Critics are saying all sorts of shit. I love Will Smith, so I'm going to enjoy it.
Yeah. Sorry, excuse me. I'm a fan of Will Smith too, man. So I'm gonna try and check it out. I didn't even have a chance this weekend, but let's see if let's see if I can try and catch that, man. I did watch a comedy on Netflix called Between Two Ferns. You know, I can't remember his name, but the guy from Hangover.
Yeah. Zac Efron.
Yeah. It's fucking hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
If you want to watch a comedy and just sit back and don't need to think about anything, and just watch a comedy, and has so many cameos from so many different people, just watch that, man. It's hilarious.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna check that out, definitely.
Yeah, the way he insults the celebrities is joke, and the end has like little bloopers, and they crack me up as well, man. Bloopers, man, because they just can't stop laughing about some of the shit that he says. It's fucking hilarious.
No, I'll definitely check that out. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I saw the advert the other day, and there's quite a few people in it.
Yeah, loads of people, man.
Yeah, so I'll definitely check that out. What else have I? To be honest, well, for me anyway, bro, it's just been about this move and trying to get everything going. That's why I'm always multitasking. Hopefully, I order a table this week or next week. And you said a microphone, so hopefully I think I've got a microphone. So you'll probably see a whole new setup here soon. This is actually the room we're going to use to do all the podcasts, artwork. I do miss the old Geek Towers because it just had so much to look at and inspire me. Now we're going to change it up a little bit so it inspires my little daughter as well at the same time. So we picked this creative blue colour. I'm going to buy her a little table and chair where she can sit down and draw with me as well. Or whatever she gets into. It doesn't have to be drawing, but, you know. It's all been based on this move. Giveaways, guys. Go on my Twitter, go on my Instagram page, and you'll see stuff that I'm not even a competition. It's just a giveaway. Just take the stuff. Like I'd rather it go to people that are going to enjoy it and love it the most, and it doesn't bother me. So yeah, it's stuff I want to share with you guys and say thank you for the support over the past couple of years. The last year has been probably one of the hardest years, and it still kind of hasn't worn off as of yet because you're still dealing with the aftermath of stuff as well. So massive shout out support from you guys, G-Man and the family as well. It takes its toll. Life can take its toll. Really can take its toll. And when you're trying to be sane and trying to keep everything, I suppose you're trying to keep all four walls up, isn't it? Well, when it comes to family and kids, you want to be able to be. Look, now it's a whole different world. Even wifey supports as well. You know what I mean? But as you still want it to hold together. You know what I mean? So it's always going to be an ongoing battle, and sometimes it's going to run a bit smoothly. My year has been an interesting one. I was thinking the other day I was going to share a video so that people could see that what we as a family went through in the past year. So yeah, I'm excited to see. Like, it's a new start as well, a new place to kind of be much more freedom of what we do, what we speak, and how we push our message out as well. Because I want more people to see our videos. I want people to see the mentality that we have and how pop culture has played a big part of our lives. And it's always been about the pop culture, I suppose. I mean, even though like I always say, we started this podcast so that me and Gilman and the family get to talk a bit more as well, because before you realize it, people separate and get distant and don't know what's going on. And this has given us that weekly hour, 2 hours together to say, he's all right. He's still talking. We're still geeking out, and we've both experienced so much over the past 2 years. I mean, you look through the podcast, bro. Shazam premiere. You got to train in Thailand. Hans Zimmer. Aquaman premiere. Like, all of this stuff. Like, it's still surreal, bro. It's like, yes, it's been a horrendous year for me. That's me personally. But there's been some great moments that have come out of it. And that's like stuff like the Aquaman premiere, Shazam premiere, my little daughter, my little Lara. And still like keeping me sane, you know what I mean? It's balance, man. Life balance, bro. Life balance. But yeah, no, definitely. I can't wait to share with you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel you. Anyway, we're still going, man. We're still kicking strong. It's a month from now. It'll be 5 years since I left the UK, which is madness. Time goes so quick, man. We just can't waste it. As long as we're being productive and we are making use of the experiences and we're making sure we're in touch still and, trying to, those are the most important things rather than wasting time, man. No amount, like what did Tony Stark say? No amount of money bought back a minute of time. And it's so freaking true. And that maybe a lot of people might appreciate that, but for me, it just hit me. No, it didn't just hit me, but that quote or that meaning anyway is so true because 5 years I've been away, bro, man. And I'm missing Alara, I miss Idris, I miss everyone. But I'm out here for a reason. I need to finish what I'm doing out here. Not just work. I've got a whole other agenda to kind of, when I come back to the UK, I just want to be set in some certain ways. And then I could, move forward with my life. So I want to come home, but I need to accomplish what I need to out here. It's kind of like one of those things, don't get me wrong, I've achieved so much being out here. But it's kind of like one of those things, like when I'm done and dusted, and I go back and someone says, man, how was your experience living abroad? Like, what have you got to show for it? I want, it's not a visual thing, but like the overall plan that I'm putting together, I'm like, that's what I got to show for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, that's why I'm still out here, and hopefully, I get it all sorted in a couple years' time, or whenever I'll be back home. I can't wait, like, to be back home and see the family and just be with Idris and Alara, and hopefully, I'll be, in the stages of setting up my own family and whatnot, but we'll see what happens with that. But
in time, bro, in time, don't worry, it will come. It will come.
Time is so valuable. Time is the most valuable thing to me right now, I would say. Like if I got a free day, it's nice, but I want to be as productive as possible. Right? Do you know what I mean? Like, because I don't like wasting time no more, man, at all. Time is too valuable to waste now, man. I just can't. Yeah, I can't do it. Like today, even though it's a Saturday, I still woke up at 6 and I just went training from 8 a.m. to about 11 a.m. Like done 3 hours, and then I went to the float tank, done some meditation, loving the float tank. Just had the chance to kind of breathe and relax and get away from the world and reality and whatnot, and just focus and stuff.
Yeah.
And then and then went back to training a bit more, done another bit more MMA and whatnot, and then the day was just very structured and productive, from a health perspective, health, because I've done a lot of training, learning a lot, the meditation. Then I came back and I was like, well, now I could chill for the rest of the evening. But if it was just spend the whole day at home doing nothing, I don't know, I can't do that no more. I need one of those though. I do need one of those, but it's hard for me to do that because I just need to, because time is too valuable. You know what I'm trying to say? Time is too valuable. So I hate wasting it.
No. I totally understand you on that one, bro. Totally understand you.
Yeah.
I just feel like...
And I feel every individual's time is valuable to them. I don't think anyone should ever think that someone else's time is more valuable than theirs. Like, your time is so valuable, you should appreciate it, man. I mean, I'm not going to go into it, but I was, a scenario came up where someone was trying to say someone else's time was more valuable than mine, so I shouldn't waste that person's time, but it's okay to waste mine. And I was like, fuck you. I'm not listening to that shit. Like, my time is as valuable as anyone, and I don't care what position that person's in. That don't mean shit to me, because that time, I'm never getting that time back. So I was just like, nah, don't say that shit to me. I'm not gonna bow down to that, boy.
No, totally, bro. I understand that. I can't think of anything else. I was looking through my phone to see if any. I mean, Robert. Sorry, hold up. Let me just check this guy. Robert Foster, I think, passed away today.
He was in the Breaking Bad movie, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, just watching that, and I was like, because I saw your Facebook thing, and then I just saw him in the Breaking Bad movie. I was like, oh, holy shit, he just passed away. Maybe that was one of his last projects. I just remember him from Jackie Brown, man.
Yeah, Jackie
singing
Brown.
that song.
Yeah, no, he's been in a lot of movies, man. You go back to you look at his IMDb, bro. My man's done movies, TV, everything. God damn, shit.
Oh.
It's alright, it's okay, it's just a box. I'm just trying to clean everything down, man, now that Alara's here. But yeah, sorry, he's done so many movies, bro, it's unbelievable. His resume is off the books, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... Yeah, bro. That's about it, really and truly.
Yeah, that is about it, isn't it? I think I haven't heard anything else too crazy. I think there was little things how Kevin Feige was talking about the future of Ant-Man, the future of TV programs. I think there's a big Save Daredevil sort of following going on at the moment.
Yeah.
And even I think Marvel's still got some plans for the shows, Daredevil and Heroes for Hire, all them guys, Punisher, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones. I think they still got ideas for those. I think I saw a couple of things on those. Nothing really groundbreaking, I guess. But from a perspective of them shows being so good, I hope they do save them and figure out something to do with those.
No, they need to, man. They need to. Daredevil and Punisher and Luke Cage was alright. And Jessica Jones season 1 I really enjoyed. But the rest, man.
Yeah, redo Iron Fist. Need to redo that. But yeah, I mean, it's been really quiet for Marvel after Spider-Man, man. Think about it, man. They actually took off the last 6 months. It's like, whoa, hold on a second, guys. I know they've been focusing on Disney Plus, so, that's coming out next month, I think, right? So, it'll be interesting to see what they release with on that. But, yeah, it's been, I think maybe, I don't know what their strategic thing is, but it's kind of nice because you know what? Joker came out, there was no competition around it, no Marvel movie to come out at the same sort of time. And Joker can really... And Joker was so brilliant, I think he would have outshined any Marvel movie that came out anyway, I reckon. And also, it's good that there was no other Marvel movie to come out to kind of compete with it. Let Joker and DC kind of have its own space right now. So, it's been a good thing.
No, I think it's quite nice. It was something that needed to happen. I feel like DC deserved that. Warner Brothers deserved that as well. Yeah, they deserve it, man. They
got a remedy. Marvel's got a remedy of just making all their movies just great, in the sense that they're just so watchable and friendly and user friendly to just sit down and watch.
Yeah.
Where DC, I think they got the best remedy of making great fucking movies if they just stick to and think about doing individual movies rather than creating universes and shit.
Yeah. Of course. That's so true. So true. Definitely agree with you on that one, bro. Shit, let me move the camera. I'm sorry, guys. As you can see, I'm sorting out my pops, my signed pops. If you can see that, hold on, this.
The lighting, yeah.
There we go. Pow. This one was signed by Rob Liefeld, the comic book creator of Deadpool. So I'm just trying to, because it got a bit dusty, so I'm just trying to clean this out before we've got some guests coming around tomorrow, so Just want to set this place up so that there's some room in here as well. As long as nobody touches my shit. Don't touch! Don't touch me! Yeah, don't touch my shit. Like, that's why I have to cover all the books and stuff.
Well, that was the line of Hong Kong. Don't touch me. Remember?
It's only because
we slept. Because we slept on the same bed, and it wasn't a single bed, but it wasn't a queen bed. It was some random size in between.
Yeah.
And it was just like, don't in the middle of the night, don't touch me. Just make sure none of us roll on top of each other.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know how we done that, man.
Well, bro, listen, we done it, and you know what? I'm grateful for that trip because that trip has sorted out. I don't know, man. The trip has mentally.
Yeah. Hong Kong was a trip, man. Hong Kong was. I mean, that trip was awesome. It's crazy, bro. Like Hong Kong. Yeah, I mean, now Hong Kong's in a mess right now with all the riots and all that shit. But I won't get into that. I don't know nothing about that. But it helped a lot, man. I think it helped you a lot, and even with my mentality, it's helped me a lot. Considering I'll never live there forever, and I'll never want to go back. To be honest with you, but it definitely changed my mind on things. So I'm grateful for Hong Kong, man. I'm grateful for it.
No, same here, bro. Same here. And it did. Something happened to me over there, which is a bit unexplainable. And that did change my mentality completely. Like creative-wise, life-wise, how I make life choices now. And look what happened, man. That was 5 years ago.
Bloody hell, man. A friend of mine messaged me the other day. She came to Hong Kong and then we went to China. That's when I went to the Great Wall of China and then Guilin. Guilin was one of the most beautiful places still to this day that I've been to. And she was just saying that she had to do a presentation and she used one of the pictures that was me and her on the Great Wall of China. And I'm like, man, like it feels so long ago, but I mean it was like 4 years ago, but it feels like it was like 20 years ago. But I was on the Great Wall of China, bro. I've been to Guilin, this beautiful place in China. Like, man, I've had some good experiences, man. It's crazy when time goes on. You just sit here and you just kind of like getting on with your life. But when you think back, you're like, man, I've been to a few places. I've been to a few beautiful places, and I'm looking forward to going to Cambodia in a couple months, next month, and then Japan after, and see Georgia and whatnot. I'm so like, I'm proper grateful, man. I'm grateful, man. I've had these, but who would have thought us kids from Tottenham, like, I would end up in fucking Hong Kong and Singapore, and then traveling around the world in Asia and stuff like that. Who would have fucking thought, man? I just can't believe it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's like it wasn't even in our dreams. It wasn't like, you know, it wasn't our dream. Like, how do I put it, man? It's not supposed to happen, if that makes sense. Like, our life should just have been like everyone else's. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, Dad was working and hustling to put food on the table and have a roof over our head. For us to just get educated, just get a job, and just fall into that system, and then get married, and then that's it, fall into that system. And then look how we've taken our lives, bro. I mean, I think, you know, like, just representing our family, representing Dad and a granddad, and I think we've really taken things creative to another level. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, where rather than just falling into just a static line. If that makes sense in any way.
No, bro. Totally agree, man. Totally agree. And, you know, it's just being grateful for the people that have given us these opportunities and us being brave enough to take those opportunities. So I'll always thank the people that you know, some opportunities we created, but there are some people involved to give us a shout, well, you know, not hand out, but say, you know, oh, kids, this is happening. Do you want to go?
Yeah.
You know, I've got a lot of people I can thank for the opportunities I've had in the past 2 years, bro. It's been mad.
It's been mad. It's been mad.
It's been like...
Life's been crazy, man. Like, who would have known? Just pull it that way. Just, who would have known when we were kids? That's what I'm saying, man. Like, I don't know how to, like, think about it, man. Could you imagine going back in time and telling your 10-year-old or 15-year-old or even whatever, just say, hey man, just keep doing what you're doing. Trust me, some good shit's gonna happen. Like, you're not gonna be a millionaire or whatever. Maybe that's what you're thinking about, but trust me, like, you're gonna get some good life experiences. Like, it's crazy when you hear people say, like, when they've gone through hardship and whatnot, and then the question is always asked, like, would you change anything in your past? And they were like, no, because if I did change something, maybe I wouldn't be here today in this space. You know what I'm trying to say? Doing this positive stuff. And it's the same thing that I tell myself. I mean, like, yeah, you can learn from things and whatnot, but it's like, don't change anything, because maybe one little change causes a butterfly effect, and then I wouldn't be in Singapore right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally right. Exactly that, bro.
Yeah.
Exactly
So, oh man, it's still crazy when I think about it, bro.
that. It'll always be. I suppose it will take time to sink in, bro. You know what I
Bro,
mean?
one day I'm gonna be back in London and we'll be chilling, all of us, having a cup of
London.
tea, and you'll be like, and it'll be, gee, like, remember when you lived in Hong Kong and Singapore? And I'm gonna be like, yeah, man, that was kind of epic, man, that was amazing. And we, like, do you know what I'm trying to say? This right now, this podcast number 81 is gonna be a memory back, you know, whatever years in the future. It's gonna be a memory. Like, we're gonna be like, remember that time you lived in Singapore? Like, how crazy was that? Or you lived in Hong Kong, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, like,
It happened. Yeah.
it happened. Yeah, I don't know, man. It almost feels like I am in the Matrix. There was another podcast I was listening to, Mr. Joe Rogan again, and he had some scientist on who was talking about different being in like a simulation and all that sort of stuff. And I'm just like, man, you know, it almost sounds as convincing as you would like to believe it, even though I don't believe we're in a simulation, but it almost sounds as convincing as the scientist wants to put it. But it's freaking amazing.
It is, bro. No. I just don't realise how much stuff you accumulate being a geek.
Yep.
Being a geek is hard work, man. Like, I wanted to get rid of the trident.
Nah. Can you? Some things you can't do, bro.
Now, the reason why I was like, oh, do I really need it? I've got the lightsaber up to put up. But now it's like, you know what? I'm going to keep it. I'm going to put it up on the wall, and I'm going to give it to Lara. And she's going to be like, Daddy, what the hell is this? And I'm going to be like, I don't know, that Aquaman thing was quite special to me, man. A lot of people still abuse it, and at work, people always come up to me and be like, Kibs, stunning. And I'm like, take it easy, man, relax. It's a comic, it's an adventure movie. And I thought it was, to this day, hand on heart, I still love the movie. But it's only because it has that special thing to it as well. It's a good action movie. I'm not expecting much from it. You know what I mean? But it played a big part, and I was like, you know what? I'll keep it, and I'll cherish that, because it played a key part in my year. You know what I mean? It's one of the things that kept me going. To be honest, it's weird to say.
Well, it was an amazing experience, man. I mean, regardless, man, it's an amazing experience, and you gotta appreciate it, man. You know what I mean? You can't just be negative about it. You gotta kind of a little bit be biased about it, because, like, man, I was a part of that, and, you know, my Instagram or my quote was a part of the trailers, and my name was on the posters and shit. Regardless, there's a bias here about it. You didn't just say it to be on the posters, but you said it because you're like, I'm a part of this, man. I want to be positive about it. So why not say it's stunning? And you know what? It made over $1 billion, so something was fucking stunning about it. Put it that way.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It was stunning, bro. It was just seeing the colours and the way they filmed it on the water and everything. And I'm going to do a 1-year anniversary premiere moistness video to share with you guys, because I'm still moist over it to this day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you should be. You should be, bro.
Yeah.
Some things, bro, you have to appreciate, and again, just be moist about it, man. Actually, I've got what have I got coming up, man? Nothing. Oh, UFC Singapore. I remember I won free tickets, so that's coming up at the end of the month. So that should be cool.
Oh yeah.
And then the day after, Tyrone Woodley, who is freaking one of the best welterweights on the planet, is doing a seminar at my gym, so I'm going to that.
Cool.
Like, yeah, man, you gotta kind of be like, again, it's just kind of like, holy shit, I'm gonna meet Tyrone Woodley. Like, to me, to listeners, whoever's listening, you might not even know who the hell that is, but to me, in my world, I'm like, damn, I'm gonna meet a legend. It's weird, bro. Hey, you gotta be biased about things, but nah, let's appreciate it, bro.
No,
let's appreciate what we got. Let's appreciate life.
Definitely will do, bro. Definitely will do.
Cool.
All
cool,
right,
brother.
I think that was it. I mean, there was not much geeky. It was more about our lives at the moment, but our lives are important as geeky lives.
I think so, man. I think
Definitely is, bros. But yeah, no, definitely. Guys, massive shout outs to everybody who's still subscribing to the channel and watching the video. Shout outs to Mr. Ahmad Rashid. His number episode 81 for you, bro. We need to get you back on it. Because I think the last one, everybody distracted each other. But we have to have another conversation. But we'll go through that definitely. But G-Man, safe again. Have a good week. Rest up, man. Get that chilling time into. And yeah, we catch up during the week, bro.
Cool, for sure, man.
One love, guys. Peace.
Awesome. Peace.